For me, 2021 definitely didn't go as planned, but let's be real, does any year ever go exactly how we imagine? Looking back, I almost can't recognize the person I was a year ago. I'm proud of how far I've come, and you should be proud of yourself too. I'm proud of all the wins and even all the mistakes because it led me here. I guess we're never fully prepared for the personal growth that takes place in a year, but not knowing how we'll change is kind of a beautiful thing. During this time of year, people start talking about all the ways to drastically improve your life. I've heard all these resolutions: get up at 5 a.m., lose weight, sleep 8 hours, study harder, exercise more, eat healthy. The list is inexhaustible. We see people making New Year's resolutions and we feel like we need to be doing the same, otherwise we'll somehow not be improving ourselves. But when we're so hard on ourselves when we don't achieve that goal, that's when goal setting can become toxic. It's a bit problematic for us perfectionists. In 2022, you don't have to put unrealistic pressure on yourself to check off your goals, and you don't have to beat yourself up when life just doesn't allow you to stick to your plans. The truth is that we can make progress even if we're not crossing something off.
There's trees. Let's see, what are these? Oh, these are...
I feel like I'm more of a chocolate person.
Instead of constantly trying to change myself, I'm accepting who I am. There are many ways to get from point A to point B, and your path doesn't have to look like everyone else's. You don't have to listen to diet culture and go on a detox after all the holiday foods, and you don't have to force yourself to exercise as punishment.
Oh my gosh, this is adorable! Can I take a picture?
If this is you, I just want you to know that life is about so much more than just how you look and how much you weigh. As cheesy as it sounds, who you are on the inside is way more important than what you look like on the outside. I learned this year that I'm not in control. As much as I would like to think that I can manipulate things for a perfect outcome, sometimes God just has other plans. For example, my health really declined this past fall, but throughout this journey I realized that no matter how much I tried to set my own plans, God just had a different plan. I learned to rely on God and not myself.
Oh, this is okay still. This is really old.
It's literally 2 days old.
From Christmas Eve.
If we're honest with ourselves, we will always mess up. But with Jesus, we can have full confidence that everything will work out according to his plan. Maybe some of you can relate to the stress of college decisions. It's talking about the future, and for people like me, that can be really scary. In this instance, God already knows what's going to happen, which is so comforting.
Hi, could I get the turmeric ginger tea?
Turmeric ginger tea?
Yes, thank you.
Can I get a name, please?
Elsa?
I guess because so many uncontrollable situations happened in 2021, it made me realize that no matter how hard I try, I'm never fully in control of the outcome. It's terrifying, but at the same time, it makes me less anxious to know that everything is in the Lord's hands. Worrying doesn't change anything. There will always be things to stress about, like the next exam, performance, or speech, but we can't live our lives in fear of the future. Sure, we prepare for the future, but we can't let our anxiety cripple us and keep us from the person we want to be. People's opinions of me don't matter. I'm a people pleaser, so I never want to disappoint anyone, but I can't expend all my energy worrying about my likability.
So cute! Oh my gosh! Look at them, they're tiny. I thought they were gonna be bigger, but that's okay. Oh my gosh, they're Christmas trees.
You can't please everyone. Don't let those people dictate how you view yourself. You can't let their negative words drag you down from your own potential.
I think I'm gonna do a bell.
As a Christian, I get my worth from the Lord because he tells me that I'm his child, and I can always lean on him for strength. So just take the pressure off that you need to be liked by everyone, because it won't happen, no matter how hard you try. And if people don't like you, they don't need to be in your life. You deserve friends that truly have your best interest in mind. It's funny because when we stop thinking about how people view us, we start really being our true selves.
Oh, Autumn's on her way home, by the way.
Oh my gosh, good!
Yeah, she texted. Yeah.
Is she doing okay?
Yeah, she's doing good.
Starting my YouTube channel was probably the most terrifying thing I've ever done, again because I was worried about what people would say.
Whoa! The fireplace is in! Guys!
Some small decision ended up being something that led me to you guys. It's been rewarding in so many ways. Life experiences don't always take you where you think they will. Sometimes it takes you places you didn't even know existed. So don't be afraid to try something new.
So good.
New experiences can open completely new doors for you that otherwise would be closed.
Oh, these ones
Plus,
are
you'll
good.
never know if you don't try.
Okay, be careful with your voice. You're intubated, okay? You need to be gentle with your voice.
I told her that.
Your vocal cords were traumatized, okay?
Really? Oh yeah, going down.
I know the first time I got it, I was like, wait, what? That's so cool. Look at this tea in like this, like so. And you're just gonna fill it up to like right out there.
Oh,
So
nice.
that you don't spill it when you go to drink it. I have a little bit of my sugar-free French vanilla here. And you're just gonna dump, oh that was a lot, oops. And then you're just gonna give it a little stir.
Ah, self-criticism. Don't you think we're awfully good at this one? Whether it's looking in the mirror and seeing our uneven skin tone or looking at that picture of yourself in disgust, we all do it to some extent. Unfortunately, we're truly the worst critics of ourselves. But what would happen if we didn't look for our imperfections? I used to think that failing a New Year's goal was a sign of weakness, but the truth is that no one can give 110% to every area of life. Just because I can't do everything doesn't mean I'm a failure. It just makes me human. Instead of being hard on myself when I mess up, I give myself grace to try again tomorrow. There's no reason why we need to bully ourselves. I know I won't ever be the best violin player, YouTuber, or student, but I can do my personal best. And that's enough for me. You're going into medicine, right? Dentistry? Economics? Ah, the assumptions. For the longest time, I was set on being a doctor. It's not that I can't do it, it's just that it wasn't my true passion. I knew I couldn't continue fitting myself into a box that I didn't belong in, no matter how many people told me otherwise. I realized that careers are just careers and no one is better than the other because the world needs them all.
These are so
My path may be
adorable.
different than what's expected, but that doesn't make it wrong. We're not all meant to fit in the same box. We're not meant to do the same things. Going off careers, success means something different to every person. Some may see success as money, fame, and the best car. To me, it's having a relationship with God, being happy, positively impacting people around me, and following my passion. Just because I might not make the most money doesn't mean that I'm worthless. Just because I don't own a fancy house doesn't mean I failed at life. Remember that there is so much more to life than just possessions, and nothing can bring you true happiness and joy other than the Lord. No title, no amount of money, and no amount of fame. In 2021, I learned that I need to take time for myself every day. If that means taking a little longer in the kitchen so I can cook a nice meal, then so be it. To me, feeling good comes first, so I work everything else in around that in my schedule if possible. I'm learning to accept myself for what I need to do for me and not feel guilty for taking time out of my day to do this. Eating well, exercising, and sleeping helps me perform my best in life. So do something today that makes you feel excited and happy because you deserve it.
It's been so long since I could call someone home. Thought it was real, but there's no signal on your phone.
Thank you, Autumn. Look how adorable. They're so cute.
Life is more than food and exercise. We have 24 hours in a day and we all spend it differently. I realize how much time was wasted in my younger years worrying about how many calories I ate and how much I exercised. There comes a point where you must decide what things are worth taking up mental headspace. Could the time you spent worrying about that bowl of ice cream be used for something better? When I stopped obsessing about food and exercise, I was just a happier individual because I no longer pushed myself to do things I hated. 2021 taught me that I don't have to be doing the same things as people around me. There's no comparison because they aren't me.
Let me look. Oh, wait, let's focus. Get it?
I've decided for myself that I'd rather think about other things than just obsessing over everything I take a bite of. Life is just so much more carefree this way, and that's the way I like it. I also realized in 2021 that I can't compromise who I am to please others. I can't fake someone that I'm not. Finding your authentic self is difficult, especially in this appearance-based society. Having God as my rock has helped me so much in finding my identity.
Okay, there you go.
Oh, the moment.
Oh my gosh, what is this?
Chocolate raspberry chocolate.
Where do you see it?
Right here.
Oh my god.
Whoa. Ooh, this looks delicious. Thank you, Daddy, for making.
Society tells us we need to have the newest items and the prettiest dyed hair for people to like us. The truth is that we can't build lasting relationships if it's built solely on optics.
Are you nervous? It's really not that
Yeah,
bad.
it's okay. It's an interesting smell. I smell like herbs. Is that it?
Right? Yeah.
That's a little hot too.
Ginger.
Yeah, usually have mom try it. It's not bad.
I don't like ginger.
It's actually quite spicy.
Well, I can see why this was like $10 for 6 of them.
But I just encourage you to live life as yourself and not as an imposter. If you want to dye your hair, great, but don't do it because you feel pressure. If I change myself in a situation just to fit in, I'm really lying to myself because that's not who I am.
Hopefully this will taste better after the refrigeration. I just taste coconut. I'm actually very surprised with the trees. I think it's been, I don't know how long it's been since I've had a tree. I had an egg. The eggs are really good. Like for Easter. Appreciate the texture. Okay. It's better when it's cold. This is not that bad.
I hope that you want your bar higher than not that bad.
Society pushes us to change ourselves, which isn't always bad, but if you're changing your sweet innocent nature for something the world deems cooler, then that won't lead you anywhere fulfilling because you're not being your unique self. My mom always told me, you never arrive. Life goes from one thing to the next and there's always something to be done. The final exam ends and then you have more homework assigned over break. You finish an audition and then you're given new music to practice. Life keeps going like that, so I can't just put off all fun things until I'm done working because I'll never be done working. I will never arrive.
Oh, I should reach out to them.
I don't know what it is.
Okay, the salmon does not taste good, so we're gonna have some pizza instead. You're evidently feeling better.
Yeah, that's for sure.
Little brother! Little brother! Oh, yeah! There's something to it I don't like. I don't know what it is.
Yes, I used to be the kid who'd eat her vegetables first to just get it over with, and then I could enjoy the mac and cheese after the pain. Unfortunately, life isn't like that. We can't just say that we'll have fun after all the work is done because there will never be a done.
Daddy, good job! It's okay, baby. You'll be able to eat it in a little bit. Mac and cheese.
So
is
don't
huge.
think you always have to finish every task before you can enjoy yourself. Let me tell you that life is so much more enjoyable this way. Just remember that life is about the journey and not about the destination.
Ooh! Let's smell.
Out there, you can use it for
Not gonna Ooh! Look at it, it's gorgeous.
because that will
Oh. Good job. Hey, not bad. We see some raspberry. Oh my gosh, I hope this isn't.
keep straight down. Don't
Yeah, I'm
just.
straight
And if
down.
you want, you can do this. Okay.
Well, it's squishing it.
I know it's buckling. The
Oh
crust
no,
too.
no! Oh my gosh, what do we do?
It's just
Oh,
gonna
you know,
squish out
yeah.
everywhere. It's fine.
Elsa!
No,
Oh
it's
my
okay.
gosh. It does not matter. It is a piece of cheesecake. It is not important.
Thank you.
Why is it important?
Yeah, yes.
For what purpose? What purpose is it important for? So, it doesn't matter. Okay? You're supposed to eat the whole piece. That's the problem. Okay? You're trying to divide something that's not meant to be divided.
When you eat it cold like this, it almost tastes like ice cream. The raspberry's really good. I just got some in the
Lastly,
back.
2021 taught me that just because you can doesn't mean you should. Just because I could lose 10 pounds right now doesn't mean I should do that. Just because I could be studying in all my free time doesn't mean I should do that either. I guess I'm trying to explain that we all have choices to make every day, and we don't always have to pick the logical choice.
So sorry, we can go to bed now.
I was a lot like this as a kid. If I could get 100%, I wanted to do extra credit for 108%. If I could exercise for 1 hour, how about 3? You see, I always wanted to do things to perfection and I was never satisfied with anything. I don't know if it was just time or me being miserable for so long, but I finally learned that living life doesn't have to be miserable. We have the choice to make it what we want. I finally let myself do the things that normal people do. Guys, it's literally snowing. Happy 2022. Look outside. Look at the snowflakes. It's so snowy outside.
Well, this is Age of Ultron.
Yeah, Autumn watched it
I took a
without
nap
me.
because I felt like it. I laid down on the couch randomly to rest. I just sat and watched a TV show with my family without multitasking.
It's a lesson of what? Patience.
Still doesn't taste great.
I finally learned that I don't have to spend every waking minute trying to go somewhere.
Alright, we're going outside. First day of the new year, 2022. Smile! It's white everywhere. Get it? Oh my gosh.
You're not bad because you're wasting time. I was terrified of wasting time, and sadly, I wasn't a very fun family member at the time.
Now go a little more on the other side. Yay! Good job, Anna! Oh, it landed inside its cap. Our New Year's Eve spread. Oh wait, New Year's Day spread.
What's that, girl?
Ooh. Perfect. Thank you, dearie. Cheers to 2022.
Yeah.
Woo!
First for that.
This tastes really good. This reminds me of
I
Thanksgiving.
learned that taking the night off to hang out with people isn't the end of the world. In fact, it's so beneficial. So this new year, I'm taking it easy by listening to how I'm feeling, and I'm not going to push myself to do things I hate anymore. I'm not going to be upset with myself when I didn't get as much work done today as I would have liked.
Oh, I'm gonna break it.
Break your finger.
Oh, I got it.
I'm going to take
Well,
life
break-
day by day and not get overwhelmed with the future because I can only impact today. I'm wishing you a very happy 2022. You can do this. I know you can. Take it day by day and continue to be gentle with yourself. Take a deep breath and smile because you're here in 2022.